lot of countries in the world that have sophisticated listening satellite devices. Not one has produced any evidence, hard, factual evidence, that a UFO entered our atmosphere and did anything. So, U.S. government covering up, Roswell, New Mexico, Nevada, all of this, okay. But what about China? What about India? What about Great Britain? They've never, ever put forth anything. And so I'm skeptical.
That's Bill O'Reilly from last night's show. His mind seems made up about UFOs, but tomorrow Congress is going to hold hearings on the latest UFO whistleblowers allegations you first heard here on NewsNation.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do.
All right, so David Grush is going to testify before Congress. His opening statement we got a copy of. I am driven in this duty by a conviction to expose what I view as a grave congressional oversight issue, the potential abuse of executive branch authorities. Tomorrow hearing is first come, first served. The hearing lines are expected to form early tomorrow morning. Joining us now, astronomer Nick Suntzeff, who studies the origin and evolution of the universe, and host and producer of the Skeptoid podcast, Brian Dunning. Gentlemen, it's good to see both of you. Look, I'm paid as a journalist just to be skeptical as my nature. You guys are experts in this, and you are skeptical of it. Nick, first to you, what makes you say, hey, look, all this stuff, all these videos, all these reports, all these people saying that we have foreign spacecraft, whatever, is just bupkis?
Well, it's not bupkis. I'm a scientist. We require a high level of evidence in order for us to believe something. I mean, the origin and the evolution of life in the universe is something that we study. We're fascinated by it. We would like to discover extraterrestrial intelligence, but we need hard evidence. And so far, mostly what we have are fuzzy videos and secondhand testimony from people who say that there are bodies and spacecraft, but we've never seen any of them. And it just seems unlikely that a spacecraft comes from a distant star, thousands of light years away, comes to the Earth and crashes into it. I mean, this sounds like incompetent aliens to me.
I like that, incompetent aliens. Brian, look, give us, in your opinion, what is the best evidence that those who say UFOs exist and that the government is hiding orbs from another planet and on and on and on? What's the best evidence that exists, and why is it not convincing?
The best evidence that exists is verbal stories. And that's not convincing because it's what we call anecdotal evidence, which means something that cannot be studied or tested, or, it's not empirical evidence, something we can't do anything with. We can't tell whether a verbal story is true or not. We can say, that's interesting, and it can suggest further directions for research. But unless anything happens to follow that up, we've still got nothing. And since 1947, nothing is still what we've got a whole lot of.
Yeah, look, back in 1966, Gerald Ford, then congressman, was talking about having hearings on just this. The government knows more about UAPs, that's the new fancy term for UFOs, than shared publicly, and excessive classification practices keep crucial information hidden. There's a lack of transparency that's unsettling. Since 2021, all UAP videos are classified as secret or above. The level of secrecy not only impedes our understanding, but fuels speculation and mistrust. Is the U.S. hiding UFO info? 57% of Americans say yes, 21% no, 22% don't know. I guess the real answer is yes, of course they're withholding information, Nick. The question is just, are they withholding information about really high-tech secret government projects, or are they withholding little green men?
Well, it could be neither. I mean, maybe they're withholding information because they don't want our competitors or enemies to know that we have no information whatsoever. It keeps them guessing that maybe we do have something. So there are other explanations for why things haven't been said. I mean, I look forward to tomorrow hearing what people say, but unfortunately the three witnesses they have, we've heard pretty much everything they've said, except for the first witness, who comes from the intelligence department. He's the person that works in defense intelligence.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.